Coin.
Hey there, YouTube coin community. It's Dustin with CoinOp, and today I'm going to do something a little different. This is going to be part one of a three-part video series on coins that I personally feel would be a worthwhile investment. So if you are looking for ideas for coins to hang on to for a long-term investment that you'll be able to get a substantial return on, this is my opinion of the coins that I feel are just going to trend up and up and up. Now, when you say investment coins, most people tend to think of gold coins or silver coins or a combination of gold and silver coins. Some people use error coins for investment. They like to hang on to them, hoping that they'll gain value. Some people go with variety coins because some variety coins, the values do tend to go up, such as the 1969S double die obverse. However, in this video, we are not talking about those type investment coins. No, we are talking about investment coins that the value is more based off of the mintages. These are coins that have very low mintages that for whatever reason right now, the values of them are extremely low compared to the mintages in surviving examples. Do keep in mind before we get into this video that these are just my opinions. This is what I believe and I feel is going to trend in the marketplace. So let's dive right on in. So for the first coins that I want to take a look at in this series, and I'm going to do a total of 3 of these videos. This is the first one. So the first coins that we want to take a look at in this series is going to be the 20-cent pieces. I truly feel that they are a totally underrated coin right now with their mintages and their survival rates. Their values should be extremely higher in my opinion. So we're going to go take a look at the 20-cent pieces. So if you scroll down, I'm going to use PCGS price guide just to give you a baseline for values, and then I'm also going to show you some comparables over on eBay. So let's take a look at some of these 20-cent pieces. Now, they were minted 1875 through 1878. However, for the business strikes, there's only 1875 Carson City, 1875 San Francisco Mint. Then there's 2 varieties. Major varieties. There's the FS301, which is a misplaced date, and there's also the 1875 S over S, which is a repunched mint mark, and it also is a misplaced date, and that one is listed as FS302. And there's also the 1876. Now there is an 1876 Carson City, but as you can see, there's only an estimated survival of about 20 of them known, and those things go for ridiculous money already. So we're going to ignore those. Now with proofs, they do go up to 1878, but we're not going to take a look at the proofs. We are going to take a look strictly at the business strike coins. And the reason is, if you look at these values, the proof coins, pretty much the values are kind of on par with what they should be in my opinion. But I really feel that these values should be a lot higher, and I'm going to show you why. So we're going to start with the 1875 20-cent piece. Now this one is just an absolutely beautiful example. But we're going to scroll down here. We're going to take a look at the rarity and survival estimates of this, and this is why. Now, first of all, before I do that, they only minted 36,910 of these. They only made less than 37,000 of this coin. Less than 37,000. So let's take a look at their rarity and survival estimates. Out of those 37,000, in all grades, there's a survival estimate of roughly 4,500 of them. That is a very low number. That is a very scarce coin. That is a very, very scarce coin. So if we take a look at the values, here's an XF40, extremely fine 40. PCGS price guide puts it at about $450. A VF20, about $350. So these are circulated coins, and a VF20, $350, a VF40, $450. for a coin as rare as this is extremely little money. Let's take a look over on eBay. Here's one that I had found. I could only find 2 examples, and one of them was really damaged. This one's been cleaned, unfortunately. But this is one that's been graded by NGC. This one is XF, but it's a details grade. It has been cleaned. That's a beautiful coin. And that one has a value of $295 is what they're asking for it. So it's not that expensive for a coin that there's roughly only 4,500 examples of. As I said, looking on eBay, I could only find 2 examples. So that's a pretty rare coin. We're going to move on. We are going to take a look at the 1875 Carson City. They did mint some of these in Carson City. So if you like CC minted coins, the Carson City minted coins, well, you're going to love this one. Now, they only made 133,290 of these. So 133,290 of these. Out of that 133,000, there's roughly only 6,500 that have survived to today. That's a very, very low number. Now, it's not as low as the previous one that we saw, but because it's a Carson City, it does carry a little bit more value. A VF20 typically should run about $450, an XF40 about $750. I did find a nice example of one of these in a very fine. Oh no, I found an example in a VG8 on eBay. This is an 1875 Carson City. It is rough, low grade, and it's got a price tag of $274. Let's take a look at what it says here in a VG8. VG8, so that's right on par. PCGS puts a value of it about $300. All right, we are going to take a look at the 1875S. This is the most common 20-cent piece that you are going to encounter in coin shops or anywhere. If you ever encounter a 20-cent piece, this is typically what you're going to encounter. And this is actually a cool one to come across because there are a couple varieties. Now, the 1875S, they did mint 1,155,000 of them, and there's an estimated 25,000 that is still out there. So that is still a really low number. Now these, you could get them in a VF20 for about $140, and in a VF40 for about $225. And here's one that's NGC certified XF45. XF45, that's a pretty coin. Well, let me get back to that. It's a pretty coin. And they are asking $225. Not a bad price at all. So an XF45, that's right on par. PCGS would put it at about $240, so that's right on par. All right, we are going to move on. Now, as I stated, there are 2 varieties. First, there's the 1875S misplaced date that's listed as the FS301. Now, on this one, where the misplaced date is right beneath the 8. You can see remnants of another digit down in the denticles. So right down here beneath the 8 is where you can see it. Now, it doesn't carry a whole lot of value. There's not much of a premium. There's not a whole lot of those out there. So like in an XF40, it's $225. So it's just a tiny bit more. And then there's also, and this one I really, really like. This is my favorite variety in this series. This is the 1875 S over S, which is a repunch mint mark. It's also a misplaced date, which is the FS302 is what it's listed as. Now this one, the misplaced date isn't very impressive. If you look beneath the 7, you look right beneath the 7, you can see remnants of another digit down in the denticles. That's pretty much the misplaced date. So on a lower grade example, good luck finding that. However, the repunched mint mark is nice and strong. If you look, you can see clear as day, line separation, split serifs. It's just a beautiful repunched mint mark. Now this one, again, only carries a little bit of value. Now you can find these. I just recently even saw one online that somebody didn't even know. And an XF20, they're about $165. XF40, about $250. So you can get this fairly inexpensive. All right, we're going to take a look at an 1876 20-cent piece. This is an 1876. This was minted in Philadelphia. Now, this is a low mintage. And these ones, they only made 14,640 of them. And out of those 14,640, there's roughly only 3,000 left. So this is a very tough one, a rare one to find. If you can find one of these, snag it while you can. Because currently, in a VF20, they go for about $450 according to PCGS. In an XF40, around $550. I did find one on eBay in an AU55. Very beautiful coin. Now, this one was graded by NGC, but this was the only one that I could find on there, and it was graded AU55. And it is a nice toned, pretty coin. And this one has an asking price of $750. So if we go back to that price guide, let's look at what that says. So yeah, an XF55 has it at $800. So yeah, right on par with PCGS. Okay, the last one that we're going to take a look at, and you are not going to find one of these unless you have hundreds of thousands of dollars. This is the 1876 Carson City 20-cent piece. 1876 Carson City. It does have the CC. Look at that. Nice, pretty CC. Now, this was a very low mintage. They only minted 10,000 of these. So they only made 10,000 of these to begin with. And out of that 10,000, there's only 19 known to have survived. So this is a super ultra rare coin. This is a very rare coin. You are not going to find one of these just walking into your local coin shop. If you wanted one of these things, you would pretty much have to wait for one of these to come up into auction and have a large sum of money to throw at it. Because if you look in an AU53, they start at $150,000 and they go all the way up to $650,000 for an example. That is a substantial amount of money for a coin. However, you can do the 1875 Carson City, the 1875 San Francisco, and if you want to get the varieties, there's the FS301 and the FS302, and you can get a hold of the 1876. So that's actually a really nice set to put together. You could put a circulated set together for under $2,000 and hold on to that. That would be a fantastic investment with how low these mintages are. I personally feel that within the next 10 years, these coins are going to become pretty much out of the price range of the average coin collector. So if you're looking for something that you would like to purchase to hang on to, that years down the road, you should be able to sell for a nice return on your money, I would recommend going with some of the 20-cent pieces. I really feel as if the 20-cent pieces are just kind of an underrated denomination in the series. A lot of times when I bring up a 20-cent piece, people seem to not even know that we ever even minted these. So that's kind of cool. Well, there you go. All right, everybody, just a heads up. The 37th Annual Greater Cincinnati Numismatic Exposition will be held Friday, July 17th and Saturday, July 18th from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Now, they are running an early bird special Thursday, July 16th from 3 to 7 for $40. It's an excellent price. Now, that is at the Sharonville Convention Center. So if you'd like to meet CoinOp, you want to go out to a coin show, this would be an excellent opportunity. We will be there. Robert Lawson, Florida, myself, we will be out there. So make your reservations now. Start booking Friday, July 17th and Saturday, July 18th, the 37th Annual Greater Cincinnati Numismatic Exposition. Well, everyone, we definitely hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Leave us a comment. You leave us a comment. One of us will try to get back to you. Sometimes we do get lots of comments and it can get difficult. If you are not yet subscribed to our channel, click on that subscribe button. And while you are at it, click on the notification bell. That way you get notified when we upload a new video immediately. Well, everyone, until next time, have fun.